Hey, what's up guys? So we're here at the Open Circuit Series with top 8 competitor Harris and deck builder Ryan.
Alright guys, this is the pilot today. I lent him the deck. It's pure Zoodiac. There's not much, we'll show the cards and then we'll explain explain what needs to be explained. So for monsters there's 18 I believe. You play 3 tops and 1 tactum board. This is like enabler to make invoker. It also makes totem bird to protect your board. So it's like
yeah, very important thing about this today is that if you do open up another enabler and the Terratop, is just to search out your Shock Temporary Special Summon, and if you get to the Momorat, this allows you to have the option to dump with the Momorat. So I usually would just play around that by having the option to go to Invoker in case they Ghost Ogre your Momorat on dump.
Yeah. I played 3 rats. So this is the heart of the deck. It lets you summon one out of the deck every time it's under an exceed, and you can attach for this effect. So it just starts a loop, and then you usually end the board with your enabler and a Drancy on an emerald. So you're always recycling.
It's usually Drancy and emerald.
Yeah.
Unless you open Terratop, then it's Invoker as well.
Pretty much. I played 3 Whiptail. Essentially, what this card does is during either player's turn, you special summon it or you can put it underneath an Xyz material or Xyz monster. And it gains 1200 attack as well as a DD Warrior Lady effect. So it's good for attacking defense position dupe frogs, as well as certain cards in the mirror match.
Shadow Mist as well. That's very key.
But yeah, that's pretty much. And then you play 2 Thoroughblades. Thoroughblades effect is when on summon you can discard a Zoodiac card and draw 1 card. So this can combo with Rat, where you can discard Rat and then summon Tiger Mortar out of your extra deck and put the Rat underneath and extend your combos, but also get an extra draw to maybe draw another trap. So
it came up a lot, very much. If you wanted to bait out a couple things, the extra draw card is very useful.
Yeah, and especially if they max you off Barrage, you bring this out. And then you get to draw a card, and then you can make Bull to search a rat, or you can make Drancy on top. So they're technically only getting 1 card, and you get an extra card. You can draw a trap to stun them for a turn.
Yeah, essentially the deck has a one-way, it has one ending board, but the way you get to it has so many different ways to get to it. So it's very versatile.
So we only play 8 zoo monsters. I wouldn't play Bunny or Ram. They just don't do.
It's optional to play Bunny. I guess it stops barrages as well.
So for our hand traps, we play 3 Ogre, just because it's good against majority of the matchups. It's just a very powerful card in the mirror. It's got a lot of applications against DDD, and
it was MVP today. Yeah, for sure it was MVP. It stopped a lot of things.
We also play 2 Maxis because it's the best hand trap this format because everybody's special summoning. When you have this in your hand in the mirror match and they summon Terratop, you actually don't activate it. You wait for them to summon Invoker, and then when they activate Invoker's effect, you activate this, because then they summon a monster to the deck, and then you can use a removal card, and they lose the Invoker, and usually you have ways to stop them from making Emerald the next turn, so they'll never really get their Invoker back.
Yeah, this came up at least once today, and essentially it just cuts a Momorat out of the deck, and also it puts them in such an uncomfortable position because they 1x with that 1 Momorat, so they don't lose that much. Maybe put a Drancy on top, but it definitely still gives that 1-for-1 and puts them in a very uncomfortable position.
And then I elected to main 1 DD Crow. Shout out to my teammate Connor Phillips. We were deciding for a 40th card, and I'd already put Upstarted Goblin in my deck. So we decided on this because it's good in every matchup. And going second, it's also really good. Because if they try and do the Thoroughblade play and dump the thing, they make Tiger Mortar. When they target it, you banish the Momorat.
Yeah, there's somebody that actually came up with the combo, came with that combo to Tiger Mortar, detach, target the Momorat, and bring it back to the deck. And that was the one time DD Crow was actually just MVP and it just sniped the Momorat out of the grave.
So for spells, play 3 Zoodiac Barrage. Now, what Barrage does is it can destroy any card on the field and then special summon 1 Zoodiac. So it's one of your key enablers, as well as it just being an extra summon. And if you have a tanky face up, you usually pop the tanky and then get it for next turn so they can put it underneath an Exceed monster.
It's very good. And it becomes problematic when you leave it onto the field and your opponent has to get rid of it, or you know know your opponent's going to combo off next turn as well. So if you have that option to pop, let's say, a Tenki or another card, that puts them also in a very uncomfortable position, so it's a very good card.
We play 3 Tenki. You have to play 3 Tenki. It gets to Molmarat. It gets to Thoroughblade if you want to make that play.
Yep.
It gets your Whip Tails if you want them. So you just may as well play it, and it gives 100 boost to all your things. And then we play 3 Cyclone.
This is great. It was a really good card.
So I decided to play this over Twin Twister because I'm not playing the Kaijus.
Yeah.
Not that the Kaijus aren't good, I just felt like this event, it would be better just to play Pure and like test the Pure. And this card is actually very good against like Metaphors and the Mirror and Paleos. And like just banishing a card rather than destroying it comes up a lot. You don't want to like barrage in the grave so they can put it back, or if you hit a combo, it banishes it so then they can't use it ever again.
Yeah, and the really good thing about this card is that we wanted the Pure version to be better than the Kaiju version. The Kaiju version is very good going second, but if you can essentially snipe out their slumbers, they can't switch out those Kaijus or whatever that is. You don't want to see these cards in the graveyard, so that's why it was over Twin Twister.
Yeah, those are all for the 3Os.
Yo, what table are you?
I played 1 Upstart because 39 cards. Play 1 Regeki and Double Dark Hole as my removal. So my thing behind this is not playing the Kaijus is if I draw multiple Kaijus and I have a slumber that I cannot resolve, it's just dead and I can't use it. And I would want a card where I can activate it no matter what. So these came out like they're just good. Like you can just activate them whenever you want.
Yeah, it's like it's very just like it's a card you just want to hold in case the board just gets too out of control. Because most of the time this deck's gonna fight for board control, and if you don't have that option to fight for board control, this automatically resets the board state, and then you can just go off again with one of your easy enablers.
Yeah. Play 3 Strike. I don't think these need any explaining at all. And warning.
Great cards.
Just amazing cards.
Yep.
3 Barrier.
Zookeepers, great.
Yeah. 1 Emptiness. This card's really good.
Yeah. Really good against the Kaiju Zoodiac variant because essentially it puts us on standby phase and it puts them so bad. Like they can't actually just Kaiju you, they can't activate their slumber. It cuts out like so many cards out of their deck, so it's really good.
And especially if you have Totem Bird face up, Totem Bird Emptiness is really good.
Yeah, it's like Siegfried Emptiness. It's really good.
And then the last trap was Zoodiac combo. So essentially this is just an Avarice.
Most of the time this would just come up when since it's mostly a resource game in the mirror match or just in any match in particular. This card was just very useful in getting back those resources and like being able to continue comboing on. So it's just a very good card. Definitely a 1-up in the deck. It has to stay a 1-up in the deck.
So we played for the traps in the side deck 2 Anti-Spell. This card is good against Metaphors and the Lawn Mowing deck. You cut them off from their spells and it's really hard. Like even in the mirror match.
Mirror match is pivotal today. It was 4 mirror matches and 3 heroes.
Played 3 different Dimension Ground.
Didn't come up today at all. Absolutely not. We didn't play any Lawn Mowing decks, but honestly, I do feel like it's still a very good card. I can't speak so myself because I didn't resolve it once, but I still think it's kind of needed because I've seen what these Lawn Mowing decks can do, and they're very strong when they actually get to resolve this. So this card is like a game-winning card.
I'm good then.
We played for spells 3 Twin Twisters. So the point of siding Twin Twister and maining Cyclone is because game 1 you're not guaranteed to what you're playing against, and you just side this against Paleo, and in the mirror it's pretty good. You just cut off their back row.
Yeah.
We also sided 2 Slumbers and 1
Jizukuru, 1 Gadarla, 1 Gameciel, 1 Kumungus.
Essentially this is the same thing. Going second, you usually side out your traps in the mirror, except for most likely D-Barrier and Combination. And you side these in because you just want as much board clearance as possible. And this is just a broken Dark Hole.
Yeah,
it lets you search.
The idea was that when I was siding these in, I would just take out the strikes and the D-Barriers, leave the really strong traps like the Warning and Vanity's Emptiness. And I would essentially just fight for the board state with this, and then I would just try to pull them down from there. The D-Barrier was like okay, but when I played these Kaijus, I just didn't want to.
Yeah, and for the last side deck card, it was 1 DD Crow. 1 main, 1 side. It's just good against like Rogue and the Mirror and
Paleo matchups.
Paleo and DDD.
Yeah.
So yeah, usually want to play 2 of each. So you play 2 Dryden. He's the one that pops on either player's turn. You want to play 2 Broad Bull.
Your Tenki Searcher.
Yeah, 2 Tiger Mortar.
It depends on how you use this card, but it can be a very, very pivotal card. That's why it needs to stay up too.
And then you play one Borbo. This is essentially like the first card you put down just to have extra materials to make the whole rat loop. Its effect will never come up unless for no reason.
Unless like the game's so slow, you keep.
It's actually the first card you put back with Emerald, and sometimes this is what you DD Crow. Because without this, like their Tiger Mortars are very subpar. Like the rest of their Durante combos kind of subpar.
Yep. So those are for the Zoodiacs, I believe.
Yeah, those are the Zoodiacs. Played 2 Emeralds. Oops.
You need 2 Emeralds. You absolutely need it. He even considered putting in a 3rd one, but I was thinking about like no.
I said that on the ride here.
Yeah, it's definitely not a thing I can do, but
it kind of come up sometimes.
I mean, like, but I'd rather just play another card instead, right? So I mean, like, so 2 Emeralds are absolutely needed. If you're ever gonna play this deck, 2 Emeralds are absolutely needed. You cannot play this deck without those.
Yeah, play 1 Castell. This card doesn't come up. Maybe
it came up
once.
It came up in my top 8 match. That's the only time it came up because I needed to get over a monster. But that's about it.
Play Gaga Samurai for like OTKs.
Yep, the OTK potential is there. This is more of a control variant, so it won't have as much OTK potential as the Kaiju variant. But Samurai does come up and it does steal games.
1 Utopia and 1 Lightning. This also, when you give them a Kaiju, like does infinite damage, so it's pretty good.
Yep.
You play Invoker as an enabler, and Totem Bird.
Totem Bird with any back row set, anti-spell, Vanity's Emptiness, anything like that. Super, super good.
Yeah, it's really, really powerful.
So
like the deck was just like really good today.
Yeah.
I wish I got to play, but I lent the deck out to see if you could get his top 8. So
well, luckily I did. Just squeeze in a top 8 place, but it was a good event, and yeah.
Yeah.
No worry, you can just edit it out, right?
No, because he wants to do an ending segment.
It was mostly his ideas. I just shot on the dark sometimes against it, but like
the reason I wanted to play this build is because it's the most consistent. I didn't want to go first and open a Kaiju, mostly because it's not a combo piece. And if I open a Kaiju, like going first, like I expect myself to make a board and then them clear it. But I also never want to have a scenario where I open multiple Kaijus in a slumber, especially going first, because there's no combo synergy right there. And the Kaiju version is just strictly better for going second, so why not side deck?
Yeah.
If I win the die roll and I go first, I'm most likely not going to lose.
Yeah.
And if I win game 1, that means I'm going second game 2, and you just side in a Kaiju engine.
Yeah.
So it's just like you're playing second.
I definitely understand like the theory behind it, because this deck does not need much to go off, but having those multiple options of Terra Top, Volrat, Tenki, the Barrage is much better than seeing 3 or 4 Kaiju or like whatever Kaiju, right? And like the Dark Hole Regeki is also a way better option than just seeing one of those. So I think the pure version is actually currently better than the Kaiju version.
I would really enjoy. I actually kind of want to play Torrential Tribute, because drawing Torrential going second, you can let them extend their play and then you torrential them, which is really strong because it's like a free board clear.
Yeah.
That and Book of Moon. Book of Moon just seems like a card that can just turn off anything. As well, it turns off Drancia when like you're going second. So that is also another card I wanted to try out. But outside of that, maybe like extra deck slots of like Diamond Dire Wolf.
I think it's obviously it's up to personal preference of how you want to run it. I think the TT and like the Book of Moon is a very good idea because essentially you're going to be seeing a lot of mirrors these like coming around these days. So like the Book of Moon and TT just turning off those things. If you don't have a barrier or anything like that, having the secondary options is probably really good. I told him to consider my body as a shield against those Kaiju variants, but it didn't really come up that often. But like the Regeki and Dark Hole definitely came up, not the Kaiju variants. But like I honestly do think my body as a shield is actually very much a consideration.
The reason I elected not to play my body is because I was citing anti-spell for the mirror, and a lot of its enablers are spells. So if you make Totem Bird anti-spell with like Drancia and Emerald, it's really hard for your opponent to play if they can't twin you. Like if they can't twin to clear it because you have the totem. So their Dark Holes and Regekis and like board removal is really it's hindered because they have to set it. And if you have Drancia on field, they can't even summon a rat. So you pretty much locked them out of the game. That's why I didn't want to play my body. So if you draw my body too late, it's not very good. But if you draw anti-spell at certain points in the game, it could be really good in the mirror, especially when you're both top decking, because it cuts them off from top decking like Barrage or Tenki or any cards like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it with like wanting to change the deck at all.
Some people play
Me and him argued a lot about just keeping Castell in the extra deck. That was about it. Like everything else is pretty much guaranteed going to be in the deck, but Castell was that one card we wanted to change.
So a couple days ago, before the events, before this event, I played a box tournament with the deck, and Castell didn't come up once. The only time it came up is when I played against Lanmoy against my teammate Gene, and he had this card that when it declares battle, like I have to banish a card from my extra deck, and I just banished Castell because I knew it wasn't coming up.
I mean, like, I guess if that's the one thing that comes up, but yeah.
The other card I would consider in my extra deck is probably Dweller. Abyss Dweller.
Dweller's pretty good.
Yeah. Just because, like, against, like, Minerva, like, there's a lot of Minerva that plays at this event.
In Toronto, generally, there's a lot of Minerva.
So, like, Minerva decks are, like, you want Dweller, but, like, it's not unmanageable to play against that deck.
Well, most of my matches were, like I said, there were 4 mirrors and 2 hero players. Against the hero matchups, I could definitely see that. But there were moments I would prefer Diamond Dire over Dweller, personally, because there's a lot of back row scary moments, because I exceed over once, twice, and then they go strike, and then I'm like, okay, well, I guess I just stop right there. But I'd actually think I'd prefer more of a Diamond Dire over Dweller. But again, up to personal preference. I think it obviously will come up, though. I didn't play any Lawnmowing decks today, so. But today, I would honestly prefer having a Dweller, not Dweller, Diamond Dire over Castell.
Shoutouts to our team, Team Erin Mills. Check us out on YouTube, Team Erin Mills. And shoutouts to Game Nation for hosting this event, and shoutouts to Shiftmetagame himself.
Yep.
For the profile, and that's it.
And Ryan Hines. Like.
Alright guys, if you like that video, please click that like button. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Thank you guys for the deck profile.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright guys, thank you again. More videos to come. Thank you.
You can just cut it.
Okay.
Hey, yo, well, shout out to my boy, yo, let me holler at you.
Yeah, we're gonna shout out Team Erin Mills.
Do anything.